Sustainability. And no, I don't mean the word at the bottom of your menu next to local and organic. I mean sustainability as it pertains to and intersects with survival. Intersects in a way that metaphorically vaporizes words like entitlement and phrases that begin with the words, I deserve. At some point during our human development, we became aware of our own mortality. This was no longer simply an inanimate pile of meat and bone lying before us. This was our friend, our companion, and they are no longer here. So after the panic subsides, we ask ourselves, why? Why are they no longer here? What happened? And more importantly, what can I do to prevent what happened from happening to me, or at the very least, put off the inevitable? It was at this point that we realized our very survival was contingent upon how creative we could be. Our instincts to fight or run were no longer enough. We needed to establish more effective forms of clothing and shelter, more consistent sources of food. We needed to use every fiber of our imagination, every spark of our creative energy to stay ahead of this daily threat on our lives. Otherwise, the harsh daily reality was that today could in fact be our last. I'll let you marinate in that super happy thought for a second while I take some help. Karina?
Hello?
You decent?
Yeah.
You had to check?
Yeah, I just checked.
Okay. I'm trying to build like a stinky hippie drum circle thing out here and make a point about survival and shit, and I could use some help.
Okay.
Can you help me?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Karina Round. If you could put a couple tables and chairs over on this. So here we are, clever little talking monkeys trying desperately to type War and Peace before the ink runs out. We began to observe, interpret, and chronicle the chaos until patterns emerged. And then through trial and error, we discovered the appropriate responses to these challenges and daily threats on our lives. And we rehearsed these responses, these movements, these actions and reactions until they became skills. And we rehearsed them not only in context, but out of context as well, in the form of prose, ritual, martial art, etc. So by day, We hunt, we gather, we cultivate, we build. And by night, we dance, we sing, we share, we rehearse, as well as celebrate another day of survival against all odds, all around a central fire. This was a time when the artistic and the utilitarian were in perfect balance, a symbiotic relationship between expression and practical movement. What is Puscifer? Puscifer's many things, but the cornerstone of what Puscifer is an attempt to reconnect with this seemingly lost balance, because we at Puscifer feel that life is too short not to create something with every breath we draw.